Hello everyone, my name is Shivani and today I am going to present my views on a very serious topic, that's violence against women. So, what do you mean by violence against women? It simply means that any gender-based violence which completely result in or likely to result in a mental, physical and sexual harm and any suffering to women and girls. And according to me, violence against women is occurred throughout the life cycle of women from pre-birth to senescence. If we're talking about from pre-birth, then there is total six stages from pre-birth to senescence. First stage is pre-birth. Example: sex selective abortion. Second one is infancy, female infanticide. Third one is childhood, which example child marriage. And next one is adolescence, example human trafficking, kidnapping, etc. Next one is adulthood, example domestic violence. And last stage is senescence, example abuse of widows. If you're talking about globally, then 1 in 3 women, again I say 1 in 3 women which suffer some form of domestic violence in their whole life cycle. What are the risk factors? Those factors which are responsible for violence against women. So there are four factors. First is individual factor, second interpersonal factor, third societal factor, and last one is community factor. In individual factor, example higher level of inequality in relationships, higher use of drugs and alcohols, etc. In interpersonal factor, childhood experience of violence, mental disorders, and violence supportive attitudes, and etc. And the third one is societal factor. Societal factor: less presence of women, child marriage, discriminatory laws, and last important traditional and cultural practices which directly or indirectly cause violence. So if we're talking about female genital mutilation, child marriage, they directly cause violence against women. And female feticide, which indirectly cause violence against women. And last one is community factor most importantly, patriarchal rigid norms. Second one is less presence of women in every sector, poverty, unemployment, and etc. There are four factors which cause violence against women. Now, what are the impacts of violence against women? So, first is human right violation, second, gender equality, third, physical impacts on children, fourth, estimated to cost countries up to 3.7% of their GDP, and last one is hurdle to achieving sustainable development goals. Now, what are the steps taken in India to deal with violence against women? So, first is the Criminal Act of 2013 and 18. Next is progressive Supreme Court judgment. Next one is new IT rules to deal with cyber violence against women. And next one is at the state level, then Himmat App by the Delhi Police, Pink Protection Project by Kerala, and last one is Saman campaign by the Madhya Pradesh Police. And if we're talking about some initiatives, then Mahila Police volunteers, the cyber police station, cyber crime cells, Nebha Fund, Beti Chao Beti Padhao, and sexual harassment electronic box, and etc. So there are so many initiatives that are taken by our government to deal with violence against women. Now, what are the challenges in India violence against women? So first is issues related to implementation of law. In this overburdened judiciary, less female police, stereotyping and gender bias in justice system, and lack of safe infrastructure and other issues. And the second most important challenge in India is societal issues. First is acceptance and tolerance of violence in our society. And second one most important, that's hard to detect violence. 99.9% women that they didn't know at what time they are become the victim of violence against women. So it is very big problem. A framework published, that's respect women. It is a framework for preventing violence against women which aimed at policy makers. 7 implement strategies to prevent violence against women. That's respect. R stands for relationship skills statement. E stands for empowerment of women. S for service ensured. P for poverty reduced. E for environments made safe. C for child and adolescent abuse prevented. T for transformed attitude, beliefs, and norms. At last, in conclusion, legislation alone can't solve these deep rooted social problems. So, what is required? Not only legislation support, but also opportunities for economic independence, education, and awareness, and a change in mindset and attitude of society, judiciary, legislature, executive, man, and most importantly, a woman herself. Thank you.